Terrific showdown between LeBron James and Paul George, and the King getting his team fired up beforehand.
Y'all know what this is about, man. They don't like us. We don't like them. Go out and win the guy across from you, man. You win that competition. We come home with a win, all right? Take care of this game. Don't worry about game 2. Don't worry about going home. We worry about game 1. Play Miami Heat basketball defensively. Play Miami Heat basketball offensively.
Or did that pregame speech get the Heat fired up? LeBron James with a turnover there. They're already down 8-4. Now they're down 4, and Wade and LeBron get their wires crossed.
Well, remember, early turnovers were really hurting Miami.
And then Paul George dealing to George Hill.
Again, losing a little bit of sight, collapsing a little too far. Chalmers gets caught there as George Hill is able to knock down that three-pointer.
And LeBron James gets backdoor on Indiana. Mario Chalmers oops him. Miami down 5. Here's Roy Hibbert.
Yeah, and it was good for the big man Hibbert as far as Indiana's concerned to feel that he could really overpower the front line of Miami. He was never challenged by size. Nobody really overly physical with him.
Pacers led 30-24 at the end of 1. That was a playoff high for points in the first quarter for the Pacers. Dwayne Wade over Lance Stevenson in the foul.
A good solid move. Dwayne Wade trying to get into the interior part of the defense, draws the contact and gets it done. And then Lance Stevenson with a nice find to David West, just wide open down the middle with the left-hand jump hook.
They picked him apart. They outnumbered him in the back line.
Again, gamble there. See the gamble by LeBron James just opening those things up. And again, Hibbert's size, nobody's going to get in his way. So if you're scrambling guys around, he's not going to feel smaller guys in the middle.
Hibbert was large, 19 and 9. Lance Stevenson lays it in with the left hand, and the Pacers led by 10 at halftime.
Well, he had 5 guys in double figures for Indiana at halftime, which is terrific.
And that David West to Paul George, yes, he got into the act as well. 24, 4, and 7 for George. Lance Stevenson taking it from West and dropping it in.
Well, there were a lot of shots in this game, Rick, that we've seen Indiana shoot in these playoffs that they have not all been connecting. And in this game, they had everybody going. Then, late third quarter, Miami makes a good run. LeBron gets the steal there. And Paul George hits a big hoop right before the end of that quarter, so it keeps them at bay.
Indiana led by 19 at one point of the third. Miami got it to 11. It was a 13-point Pacer lead going to the fourth, and the Heat trying to get a run. You were waiting for this run all game, Coach.
Yeah, I never saw that 8-0, 10-2 run that you would expect of them. Never let that happen.
And then right here, C.J. Watson driving and gets shoved out of bounds by Mario Chalmers.
And this worked against the Heat, really. This was a foul situation where I think Indiana had time to collect itself, realize where they were in the game, and said, look, we're about 10 minutes away from doing what we're supposed to do, and that's win the first game at home. As you see Hibbert knock down the hook. Again, every time they needed a bucket after a Heat run, they got something.
Paul George right there nailing the 3, 14-point lead for Indiana. Over 4 minutes to go in the fourth. And LeBron James, how about a 4-point play?
That's so impressive. So impressive. Take that kind of contact, be able to jump in the air and still release a 3-point shot. LeBron, amazing play there.
And then Lance Stevenson to David West, the power dribble and the flush. West had 19, Stevenson 17, Hill 15, a total team effort by the Indiana Pacers, who take game 1 by 11 over the Miami Heat.